embarrassing. But actually, something happened to me. I'm getting older. And they are famous and they can do whatever they want, but me, you're in a crow's feet, I got a hen house going on here. And they call these laugh lines. I don't think they're that funny. My friend Selma says, no, they're marionettes. Well, if these are marionettes, I got the Avenue Q and Lion King going on. But I just try to laugh about it. Like I have varicose veins. Any of you have that? Yeah. You admit it, thank you. I just call it Roadmap to Adventure. You can try that. But when I was younger, I used to substitute teach, which is, when you think about it, I graduated college in May, and they called me in June to substitute teach. Didn't they have anybody else who would go to that school that they would call someone out of college for 1 month? So I was at a party in the 60s, and they're giving out drugs, and they said, here, take this Quaalude, it'll make your fingers tingly. So I didn't want to act uncool, but I took the Quaalude in my hand, and I opened my Midol jar, which, ladies, you know, it's not cool to have at a party in the 60s, but I put it on top of the cotton ball. I put it in my pocketbook, which also was not cool, but I put it away, and then I got called to teach at PS 160. So they call me, and not to say these kids are tough, but this is how you teach them to read. Run, Spot, run. Dick's got a gun. Spot is a pit bull. Run, Spot, run. And those are the 10th graders. So I get to the school, and there's a picture of the Honor Society at the 112 precinct. Tough school. That's how tough the school is. So I walk in, it's the first grade, and they're walking around. Hey, T-Bird, what up? Slap me 5. I thought I was at the corner of 125th and Lexington. Come to think of it, I was. And they weren't listening to me. This kid was breaking the pencil sharpener. I said, you're breaking it. He goes, teacher, I'm not breaking it. Terrible, you know. I said, stop. This is a teachable moment. You mean you're not breaking it terribly. But you are breaking it terribly. But they wouldn't listen to me. So I survived the morning. Come the afternoon, I felt I had cramps. So I said, let me reach for my Midol. You know where this is going. I open it up, and I take the pill. 20 minutes later, I still had cramps, but my fingers were really tingling. So by then I couldn't walk, and they stacked up the books in the classroom before the teacher was absent because it was June, and I'm bumping up against the books like I'm in a pinball machine, and I couldn't talk. The boy who was at the sharpener, I said, look at this, a future engineer in the room. And everything changed my attitude. That's why the parents today love to take these kind of drugs, I think. So then I couldn't talk and I couldn't teach. So there was one good girl in the whole class. So I said, why don't you just read Green Eggs and Ham here? And she stands up and she says, Sam, I am. I said, stop. She's reading to the class. She's only in first grade and yet she's teaching like a teacher. She said, shut up, I'm trying to read. So it was getting worse and worse, and it was 2:15, and usually you get the kids ready to go home, put their bookdays on. I just said, let's just get out of here. And they never called me from that school again. But I did continue to teach. And the other day, not to change the subject too drastically, the other day I saw a bumper sticker that said, my boss is a Jewish carpenter. And I said, wow, that guy works for my father. And as I said, I'm getting old. The cuckoo on my biological clock is wearing the pens. I'm getting very old. Any questions so far? Anyone want to share anything? So I just wanted to end with this one question I had about the crazy commercials on TV you see in the daytime, because I am retired now. All I can do is sit on the couch and watch these kind of shows. Sorry, I know you won't pay for my pension. Thank you very much. The commercial says, just because you're a victim doesn't mean you have to suffer. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Thank you very much.
Next topic, great?
and she
Felt great?
told
Oh,
me
you felt
this.
great? Yeah? You were nervous.
And she is a
Because
serial
of a lot of people.
masturbator.